Good morning, friends. As I was having discussion with you as a John Rawls theory of justice, you know, we are at the social justices from the political theory chapter. If we, if people are asked to choose the kind of society in which they would like to live, they are likely to choose one in which the rules and organization of society allowed them a privileged position. Means, Eri, suppose somebody asks a society, which society, suppose I ask a very important question from you, that which type of uh, part you want to get in the society, which type of society you want. You will say that you want a just society, in which society is to having the rules and regulation, organization is also there. You know, basically, everyone cannot put aside its interests, right? And which society will be the good society? If the society is basically they think their personal interest should be set aside. हर वक्त आप अपने इंटरेस्ट को साथ लेके नहीं चल सकते. You cannot be partial every time. You can't be selfish every time. In society we have to think other people also. You have to think other people also. So, the good society, especially if they believe that their decision is going to have an impact on the kind of life and the opportunities their children will have in the future. You know, everyone wants that the future of their children should be good in the society. So, indeed, we often expect parents to think of and support what is the best of their children. Parents used to think, parents, parents used to think that their children's aspect should be the best one, what their children wants. We often expect parents to think of and support what is the best for their children. Parents always think what is the best for their children. So, but such perspective cannot form the basis of a theory of justice in the society. Everybody will think about their children, and there will be some clashes. So, everyone should be satisfied in the society. It cannot be possible. But in general, the people in the society, what they want from the society should be in general in as should be judged. न्यायपूर्वक हो, पालना करती हो, न्यायपूर्वक, right? It should be just one. And basically, their future should be safe. Whose future? Children's future, society, people's future, right? And they all sorts of living standard, right? It should be decent one. They want this type of thing from the society. So what to do then? But such perspective cannot form the basis of self justice for society. So how do we reach a decision that would be fair and just? Everybody cannot do the best thing, right? Everyone should do the best thing. But society will do for everyone for according to the individual. It's not possible. So what to do? What to do? So John Rawls has tried. John Rawls has tried. Yes, John Rawls has tried to answer this question. He argues that the only way we can arrive at a fair and just rule as if we imagine ourselves to be in a situation in which we have to make decisions. आप जैसा दूसरों से व्यवहार करना चाहते हो या आप चाहते हो कि somebody should behave good with you, let me tell you one thing, you should behave good with the others also. सपोज आप चाहते हो कि आपके साथ अच्छा व्यवहार हो, तो आपको भी वैसा ही करना पड़ेगा. So John Rawls has tried to answer this question. He argues that the only way we can arrive at a fair and just rule as if we imagine ourselves to be in a situation in which we have to make decisions about how society should be organized. Society, society कैसे सोसाइटी कैसे ऑर्गेनाइज किया जाए सोसाइटी को कैसे ऑर्गेनाइज किया जाए राइट सो वी डू नॉट नो which position we would observe and occupy in that society. That is how we do not know what kind of family would be born in, whether we would be born into upper caste. We would observe and occupy in the society. That is, we do not know what kind of family we would be born in, whether we would be born in an upper caste society or lower caste society, rich or poor, privileged or disadvantaged. Rawls argues that if we do not know, in this sense, who will be at the another end and options would be available to us in the future society. We will be likely to support or So John Rawls has tried to answer this question. He argues that the only way we can arrive at a fair and just rule as if we imagine ourselves to be in a situation in which we have we have in this a matter decision about how society should be organized, and thou we do not know which position we would be ourselves occupying that society. That is, we do not know what kind of family we are. हम कैसे किस फैमिली में पैदा होंगे क्या ये हमारी अपर कास्ट फैमिली होगी लोअर कास्ट फैमिली होगी द फैमिली विल बी रिच और पुअर वी डोंट नो so Rawls describes this as a thinking under the wheel of ignorance. So ये जो हमारी thinking है, right? ये जो हमारी thinking है ये wheel of ignorance है, right? Wheel of ignorance एक पर्दा है हमारे आगे. हमें नहीं पता कि हमारी सोसाइटी कैसी होगी. When we born हम नहीं पता कि हमारी सोसाइटी कैसी होगी. He expects that in such a situation of complete ignorance about our possible position and status in society, each person would decide in the way they generally do. So हर एक इंसान ये सोचेगा कि किस तरीके से वो चाहता है अपनी सोसाइटी को, right? First of all, and status in society, and everybody wants to improve its status. Everyone wants to get the society get the best from the society. So each person would decide in the way they generally do and in this term of their own interest. But since no one knows who it be and what is going to be benefit him, each will envisage the future society from the point of view of the worst off. It will be clear to a person who can reason and think for himself that those who are born privileged will enjoy certain special opportunities. But what if they have the misfortune of being born in different advantageous section of society where few opportunities would be available to them? Hence, it would make sense for each person acting on his own interest to try to think of rules of organization that will ensure reasonable opportunities to the weaker section. No, everybody wants from the best. I'm elaborating you. Everybody wants best from the society. Everybody wants that a opportunity should be there. But if we think that we are in upper section, we will be the privileged one, and those person who are from the lower section, they should not get these thing the benefit from the society. Then there will be chaos. So have should give something to the have-nots means जो richer class of society they should also think about the poor section of the society. We cannot be selfish in the society all the time. Yes, we need for ourselves, but we should also think what can we do for in turn to give the best to the society. हम दूसरे society के लोगों को क्या दें so that everyone should be privileged one. Everyone wants three things in the society basically in the life. Main three things. That is roti, kapra, and makan. These are the three things are basic important things for everyone, every individual. चाहे वो कितना भी गरीब हो, चाहे वो कितना भी अमीर हो. तीन चीजें चाहिए जिंदगी के लिए सबसे पहले. First your bread and butter. Second is shelter, और third is your clothes. Right? ये तीन चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है लाइफ की. उसके बाद आपकी जिंदगी जो भी चाहते हो उसके बाद की शुरू होती है. दिस ABC, रोटी कपड़ा एंड मकान, these are the three things which a person needs from the society. And if you have got ample things in this in your in at your disposal, ample बहुत बहुत कुछ है आपके पास, तो I think you can give something to the society also. हम अपने समाज को भी दे सकते हैं. हम तो समाज से लेते आ रहे हैं. हमने समाज को क्या दिया? What we have given to our society, right? So that is we don't want to think this, and what we have done, a wheel of ignorance. हमने अपने सामने एक पर्दा लगा लिया है कि हम इसके आगे हम अपने स्वार्थ के आगे कुछ सोचते ही नहीं है. We need something, and after that something, who else needs the same? We don't want to think, but we have to think. If we want the society should be just, we have to think. It is, of course, not easy to erase our identities and to imagine oneself under a wheel of ignorance. So, ये बहुत important है. You know, it is very important कि हम अपनी identity को अपने society के सामने रखें. We should not erase our identities. It was, of course, not easy to erase our identities and to imagine oneself under a wheel of ignorance. But that is equally difficult for most people to be self-sacrificing and share their good fortune with the strangers. Look, you don't want to give your fortune to the other people. आप अपना सौभाग्य किसी के साथ शेयर नहीं करना चाहते. आप कितने भी दानवीर क्यों ना हो, you don't want to share your good fortune to the others, क्योंकि वो आपका अपना है. Right? So most of the people to be self-sacrificing and they don't want to share good fortune with others. Everybody don't want to self-sacrifice. अपना आत्म सत बलिदान नहीं कर सकता कोई. हर कोई नहीं कर सकता. So that is why we habitually associate self-sacrifice with the heroism. और जो वो करता है, जो अपनी self-sacrifice करता है, the people who fought there for their motherland. Everyone cannot fight for their motherland. But whosoever fought for their motherland, for you, for we people, they are hero. They are hero in the society. And that is a heroism. Given these human feelings as a limitation, it is better for us to think of a framework Better think of a framework that does not require extraordinary action. You should change your framework of your thinking. We should change our, our framework of our thinking, right? So the merit of the wheel of ignorance position is that it expects people to just be their usual rational services. You should be natural whatever you are. Be natural. आप जैसे हो वैसे कोशिश करो उससे अच्छा करने की. तो एटलीस्ट आप वैसा तो हो ही सकते हो ना वॉट एवर यू आर. And everyone in every human being, we have the two aspects, negative and positive. And one should not reveal is a negative aspect to the society. Then everybody will be the negative one. Sometimes and most of the time rather, we have to be positive. Negativity is also an important part of our society. Negativity, but it should be positive all the time. So the merit of the wheel of ignorance position is that it expects people to just be their usual rational selves for themselves and choose what they regard to be the best in their interest. Rational selves, जितना अच्छा दूसरों के लिए कर सको वो करो. Right? This is a good for the society. If you can do something good for the society, do it. But and if you don't, then if you're unable to do something good for the society, don't do it. But don't do worse for the society. यदि अच्छा कर सको तो करो, नहीं कर सकते तो मत करो, लेकिन बुरा मत करो society के लिए. You should not do the bad thing for the society because society always gives you. Right? So they are expected to think for themselves and choose what they regard to be in their interest. We all we all think whatever the best enough for the society, whatever the best in ourselves, we are doing that. And the pertinent means pertinent. What do you mean by pertinent? Pertinent means something retreat to a particular matter. उसको वापस कर देना. The pertinent thing, however, is that what they choose under the wheel of ignorance, they will find that is in their interest. हमने सबने ना सोसाइटी में एक नकाब ओढ़ के रखा हुआ है. Let me tell you one thing. Everyone they have two self. दो इंसान है हर एक इंसान के अंदर. एक अच्छा एक बुरा. And we want to show the best part to our society. And we put a wheel of ignorance on ourselves that nobody is watching you. जब आप बुरा करते हो ना तो तुम सोचते हो कि तुम्हें कोई देख नहीं रहा है सोसाइटी के अंदर, समाज के अंदर. बट लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग. Someone or somehow is watching to you. You are under the lens. Not maybe not the human being, but under the nature. You are under the lens. So the pertinent thing, however, is that when they choose under the wheel of ignorance, they will find that it is in their interest to think from the position of the worst of. Wearing a imagined wheel of ignorance is the first step in the arriving at a system of fair laws and policies. हम एक नकाब ओढ़ के सोचते हैं कि बेसिकली हमारे सोसाइटी के अंदर there will be the best thing in our society. Everything should be the best in our society. It will be evident. It will be evident that the rational person will not only see things from the perspective of first off, they will also try to ensure that the policies they frame benefit the society as a whole. You know, basically, हर कोई the the good people. I said about the good people. What they will do? They will think I should do the something good that will should be good for the society. मैं कुछ एक ऐसा अच्छा काम करूं, right? जिससे कि दूसरे हमारी सोसाइटी में भी अच्छा हो सके. Wearing the imagined wheel of ignorance is the first step in the arriving at a system of the laws and policies. It will be evident that rational persons will not only see things from the perspective of the worst of, they will also try to ensure that the policies they frame benefit to the society as a whole. Both things have to be go hand in hand. आपके लिए भी अच्छा हो, सोसाइटी के लिए भी अच्छा हो. It should move hand in hand. ये हर वक्त ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. Since no one knows what position they will occupy in the future in the society. Nobody knows it. कि आप क्या बनोगे सोसाइटी के लिए. आपका एक एम हो सकता है. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a teacher, you want to be a you want to be scientist. It is your life aim, right? But what you will be, तुम सचमुच क्या बनोगे, you cannot imagine it. आप सोच सकते हो, पर ये होगा वही जो तुम सोच रहे हो. It is not possible. It is not possible. Each will seek rules that protect them in case they happen to be born among the worst off. हर कोई चाहता है कि suppose you are in a tight position, you are in a worse position, then the society should share, save you from the bad to worse. Society, समाज आपको बचाए. ये हर कोई सोचता है, because everyone has to pass through a difficult situation. हर एक इंसान एक difficult situation से pass करता है अपनी लाइफ में. हर कोई करता है. जैसे death is the true aspect of your life. Death is a true aspect of our life. Same difficulties are also true aspect of our life. डिफिकल्टीज, मुसीबतें हर एक को आती हैं. पर आप क्या सोचते हो कि सोसाइटी आपके लिए बेस्ट हो और वो मुसीबतों को दूर करे. Since no one knows what position they will do in future, so each will seek rules and protect them in the case they happen to be among the worst off. But it would make sense if they also try to ensure that their chosen policy does not also make those who are better off or weaker, because it is also possible that they could be born into a privileged position in the future society. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि यदि आप प्रॉब्लम में हो तो दूसरों के लिए भी प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर दो. वो है ना, हम तो डूबेंगे सनम तुमको भी साथ लेके डूबेंगे. जैसे इडियम, हम तो डूबेंगे सनम तो मैं भी साथ लेके डूबेंगे, अकेले नहीं डूबने वाले. तो इट शुड नॉट बी फॉर द सोसाइटी. सोसाइटी में ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. At least if you are not doing good for the society, don't do the worst for the society. यदि अच्छा नहीं कर सकते हो ना तो बुरा भी मत करो. So because we don't know what will be in the future's womb. हमें ये नहीं पता कि फ्यूचर के गर्भ में हमारे लिए क्या रखा हुआ है. हमें नहीं पता. That's the reason. Therefore, it would be in the interest of all that society as a whole should be benefit from the rules and the policies that are decided, not just any particular section. तो ये सोसाइटी के लिए कि सब कुछ सोसाइटी में पुरान अच्छे लोगों बेटर ऑफ के लिए, जो अमीर आदमी है सारा कुछ उनके लिए था, उनके लिए भी हो जो बेसिकली गरीब है, उनके लिए भी हो जो अभी वो पोजीशन को हासिल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Such fairness would be the outcome of rational action, right? और ये सबके लिए होना चाहिए. यदि हम ऐसा करेंगे तो ये हमारी सोसाइटी के लिए सही है. right? Outcome rational action and not benevolent or generously, right? ये सिर्फ दूसरों के लिए ना हो, यह बस हमारे लिए भी हो ताकि हम दूसरों के लिए अच्छा करते हैं. Rawls therefore argues that rational thinking, not morally, could lead us to the fair and judge impartially regarding how to distribute. Okay,